Some Primarchs were born into fire, some into darkness, some into worlds broken beyond repair, but one was born into purpose. This is Macragge, a world of discipline, order, stability, rare treasures in a galaxy drowning in anarchy. Macragge was no paradise, but compared to countless human worlds of the Age of Strife, it was a beacon. A civilization built not on cruelty, but on responsibility. Here, citizens lived by strict civic codes. Hard work was expected. Corruption was punished. Duty was the highest virtue. This world was ready for greatness. It only needed someone to lead it. Then, as on all Primarch worlds, something fell from the heavens. A pod, a child, a destiny waiting to be awakened. Roboute Guilliman, a name that would echo across the stars. He grew with impossible speed. As a toddler, he spoke with clarity. As a boy, he mastered philosophy. As a youth, he surpassed every teacher in strategy, economics, martial skill, and statecraft. Where others saw problems, Guilliman saw solutions. Where others struggled to survive, he thrived. And where brilliance rises, envy follows. Macragge was ruled by two consuls, its ancient political structure. One, a man of justice, the other, a man corrupted by greed. When Guilliman's adoptive father took him under his guidance, the corrupt consul saw a threat growing. In hidden chambers, they planned a coup, a strike to seize Macragge for themselves. When civil war erupted, Guilliman was far from home, commanding a frontier force. He marched his armies with unmatched precision, not through brute force, but through flawless organization. With every engagement, his forces fought like a well-oiled machine. He was not just a warrior, he was a general. But even victory came too late to prevent tragedy. His father had been betrayed and killed. In that moment, Roboute Guilliman made a vow. Macragge would never again fall to corruption. Order would rule. Justice would prevail. Within months, he rebuilt what others had destroyed. Within years, he transformed Macragge into a model civilization. Guilliman became more than a leader. He became a philosopher-king. He restructured government, revitalized industry. He expanded education. He fortified defenses. And he built an economy that could support an empire. In a galaxy of despair, he created hope. When the Emperor arrived, he did not find a world begging for salvation. He found one ready to join him as an equal. The Emperor looked upon Guilliman and saw not just a son, but a peer. A being whose mind mirrored his own ambition. Recognition was instant. Acceptance, mutual. The 13th Legion had always been one of the strongest. Well-trained, disciplined, reliable. Under Roboute Guilliman, they became something greater. He forged them into the ideal Astartes, warriors of strength, thinkers of strategy, administrators of empire. Not just conquerors, but governors. Guilliman's influence spread far beyond a single legion. He constructed a realm of 500 worlds of Ultramar. Efficient, stable, prosperous. A miniature imperium within the imperium. While other Primarchs forged legends in battle, Guilliman forged civilization. But do not mistake order for softness. When war came, and it always did, Roboute Guilliman was relentless. A general unmatched, a commander feared by Xenos and traitors alike. He was called the Avenging Son, for he carried the Emperor's judgment with absolute clarity. But even perfection cannot endure forever, and Guilliman saw what others refused to see. Cracks, frictions, ambitions rising like storm clouds. In his heart, Guilliman sensed that the Imperium was strong, too strong to break, and yet fragile in ways no blade could mend. Roboute Guilliman was a leader of rare vision, a builder, a warrior, a statesman, a son who sought to perfect the Imperium by perfecting himself. He built a realm of order in a galaxy of chaos, and though his story would eventually be marked by tragedy, his legacy would shape the Imperium for 10,000 years. For Guilliman understood what few could accept. Empires do not survive on strength alone. They endure through purpose.